Welcome back to The Big Show. It's Alex Belfield talking to the stars of Las Vegas, and let me tell you, there's some amazing talent here. The shows are phenomenal. There's also tremendous restaurants, and you wouldn't necessarily think that when you're here in the desert. Nothing grows here, but there are some really unique places to eat. And I've eaten around the world. I've got to be a little bit honest with this interview, because I've eaten in Paris and New York and London at Joel Robuchon, but we're here in Las Vegas today talking to Chef Claude. Thank you for talking to me.
Thank you.
This has been the finest dining experience I've ever had. Congratulations. I don't say that to everybody, trust me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I take the compliment. Thank you.
You have got it just right. You've got the most incredible service, which is most important, because if that's wrong, your restaurant is never going to succeed. Second to that, you've got the most phenomenal food. And then you've got an ambience which is just unique. Mm-hmm. You've really got it all right here. Congratulations again.
Thank you so much. Yes, it's true. Like we were talking in a dining room like a few minutes ago. When you open the door of a restaurant, you feel like you arrive in Paris. So that's something, it's part also of it's beginning of the experience. Open the door, feel like you are in Paris. The rest is on the table.
I think we all know that the French have got class, and Las Vegas isn't necessarily known for its class. It must have been an interesting decision for Joel Robuchon to bring his restaurant here, because would it work? Would people pay a lot of money for great food?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's true, but we have guests coming from everywhere. It's a very cosmopolitan city. So we have guests from, of course, Asia, who Mr. Robuchon is very famous also. And American people travel a lot, so they know they don't open the door by mistake. They know where they arrive when they open the door to the restaurant.
It's interesting where you're located as well. We're in the MGM Grand, which is probably the most famous casino in the entire world, let's face it. And you're next door to a production called Car, which in my opinion is, once again, probably within the two best shows in the world ever. That and O are just completely unique beyond any scale. And it really made me think about your food in the same way as Car is so theatrical. This is a production, isn't it? The way I'm treated, the things I see, the fact that you have 400 different types of bread for a beginning is, it is theatre, isn't it?
It's true, it's a good comparison, and I did often this comparison. When we open the restaurant here every night, it's like Cirque du Soleil. We open with a full staff. We can missing one cook, because it's an experience, and for a success, we have to have a full team, like a Cirque du Soleil. We have exactly the same good example.
It's interesting how your staff are almost ballerinas, the way they dance around each other. They know exactly what they're doing. Is that the key to success with a restaurant, that you have to make sure your staff know what they're there to do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the service is part also, of course, of the success of your experience. And then for me, a great service, you have to to be very transparent. We don't see you. You don't feel that you have somebody behind you. Usually the restaurants in Las Vegas are very big capacity, so of course very noisy. This one we have only maybe I think 65 seats at the same time, so it's very comfortable and not noisy, and people like this a lot. Yes.
I've interviewed many of Joel Robuchon's chefs in the past, and the question I always ask is, how do you find people who care as much as you do? Because you're brought in here to make sure Mr. Robuchon's standards are kept. How do you make sure that your people care as much as you do?
Of course, we choose the people, the cook who want to work here, but they don't come here by mistake. They know where they're going to work and for who they're going to work. And then all the success that they can have after, of course, for them career.
You do reward your punters, your guests, with an experience that is totally unique. Is that Mr. Robuchon's key to success, the fact that he gives back what he charges?
Yes, and then also, which is good with this restaurant, it's you can come. You don't have to spend a lot of money to dine in the Joel Robuchon restaurant. You can start with a one-course menu, which is $109. And then you can have a full experience with a menu which is $385. So it's good. You get the choice. Spend money or don't spend money. This this is why we have the restaurant every full pack every night.
You're still here, and as you say, there wasn't a spare table tonight. It's a silly question in light of what I've just said, but how have you been affected by the economy?
I would say 2 years ago was difficult when we started, when the bad things started. It was difficult, And then, like I said, we adjust our menu. We have a small menu, a big menu. So now it's getting back like it used to be in 2 years ago, which is great.
Is there any greater sense of pride than knowing he's trusted you to take on his name?
Yes, it's true. You have to choose the right person to do what he wants. That's part of a success. Yeah.
It's interesting how he works. It's very clean, and it's very quiet, and it's very organised. That seems to be the impression I've got from all of his kitchens.
We have to when you want to when you expect a result like we want. You have to be very organised, very clean. This is the key of a success.
You're an artist, aren't you, really, more than a cook? It seems to me when I look at the food that you present, it's so fine, it's so cleverly put together. You have to be almost like a painter the way you put your meals together, and unless you see the food, I think it's hard to describe how precise they are.
Yes, it's true. When we do the 16-course menu, when we change the 16-course menu, like you have tonight, we try to do very different for each plate. With a presentation, the flavor, the texture. It's not boring. You have 16 course, but 16 course very different. That's make more exciting for your experience eating this menu.
I don't know of another restaurant that creates such a reaction in people, because you tell me you're going to present me with foie gras, but it doesn't look like foie gras. You tell me you're going to give me soup, but it's nothing like a soup. It's so smart, the things you do. On the average dish, how long does it take to create something like that?
We start working in the morning around maybe 10:30, 11 in the morning. And then we prep everything, and during the service we just have to put together all the ingredients and cook very fast, And then most of our mise en place, we did this on the morning. Yes, service is more, just put together everything.
What always amazes me about people like you, Claude, is your dedication to it. This isn't showbiz, is it? This is you working really hard every day, having to come in and slog away to present me with a meal that's going to take 2 or 3 hours.
Yes, we work with passion, so we forget about the time.
But it would be easy, wouldn't it? Like so many do, just to put your name above the door and not turn up. I think that's why Mr. Robuchon's restaurant seems to be working when so many are closing. Gordon Ramsay's fallen foul of this, where his name hasn't gone far enough because he's turned it out, I think, 30 restaurants in the last few years, and it's just not good enough. You've got to put it on the plate if you're going to charge good money for food.
Yes, it's true, yeah. And then this is why Mr. Robuchon come here 4 times per year. And then he's also he care about a lot about what we put on the plate, and then he have to approve everything.
Even now at this level, how critical is he of what you put out on the plate?
It's very precise, When he give you a critic on a dish, you says, "Wow, I think about everything, but not what he says." And then it's very great for us to have him be part of a creation of all the dish and menu.
Las Vegas couldn't be further apart from Paris, let's face it, in terms of its culture, in terms of its clientele, and in terms of its food. Let's face it, I believe the best food comes out of Paris. It always has, and I think it always will. You just seem to know how to cook. Are you okay being here? Because are expectations as high, do you think, here as they are in Paris?
Yes, like I said in the beginning, Las Vegas people not come here only for gambling. They come to see the show because it's a city with you can find the best show in the world, I'm sure. And it started to be a city also for the gastronomy. You have here in Las Vegas Joël Robuchon, Guy Savoy, Alain Ducasse, Pierre Gagnère, all the great chefs and almost the best chefs in the world are here in Las Vegas, and it's became a great city for the food now.
Congratulations on this restaurant. I just loved it. And as far as I'm concerned, to date, I haven't been in every restaurant in the world, so I can't say it's the best restaurant in the world. But for me, it's my favourite. It was just a unique and wonderful experience. And to sample your food with your staff taking so much care, not just for me, but everybody around, because I don't go by my reaction. I know I'm going to be treated better than most people. But everybody that walks through your door is made to feel special. That's completely intentional, isn't it?
Yes, but you know what is... We try to treat all the people the same way. You know, what I say is often to the chef who work with me in the kitchen, if you're gonna be able to do better one guest than another one, it means that you don't do your job always correctly. So all the guests need to be treated the same way.
What a wonderful way of looking at it. Thank you so much for talking to me. Jean Robuchon's here at the MGM Grand. What a tremendous restaurant. And Claude, thank you so much for sparing the time to talk to me, because I've taken you out of a service which is very busy tonight here in Las Vegas. Thank you for talking to me.
Thank you so much, and it was good to see you here at the restaurant. Thank you so much.